There we go.
All right, everybody, welcome to the 1058 Studying Brew. This is Thursday. Thank you all for being here. If you are on live, you get to see this twice because I forgot to hit record. But we are going to have a good night. We're going to do content. We're going to do techniques. It's going to be a good one. My name is Andy. I run the back office. I give bad softball advice. I think I already said this, but we'll get to it. I'm trying to fast forward through this. Brandy, she's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. And like I was saying before I realized, Brandy realized I was not recording because I knew there was something I was forgetting. And I was like, I think I got it. Got it? No. But I'm glad we didn't go the entire episode not recorded. That has happened. And I'm just, whatever. It happens. It happens. It happens. But yeah, I was talking about the fact that you got to keep the positive mental attitude. If you don't have the PMA, and I've been talking about it all week, why do we say it all the time? Because it literally is the biggest hindrance in people not passing these exams. It is the mental attitude in which you take into the exam that determines everything. If you think everything is going wrong, it's going to go wrong. If you think every question is out to get you, you're going to get got. It is just one of those things where it's all about the mental part of it. Just like I was watching the girls play softball tonight, I was literally yelling from the stands, relax, have fun. Relax, have fun. Really, that's all I do. Relax, have fun. That's all. Guys, some of you, that's really applies to your studying and you taking the exam. Relax, have fun. Go in there with a smile. We had a passer who literally forced himself to smile all the way in, wrote on his paper, I'm passing this thing. Actually, when the proctor took him into the room, they said, wow, you must be really happy. He goes, yeah, I am happy because I am passing this. And then they're like, wow, that is a lot of confidence. And he's like, yeah, I am. I'm keeping that mental attitude, positive mental attitude. My coach told me to keep a positive mental attitude. I'm going in there and getting the win, and I'm going to walk out and show you a pass notice. And they're like, all right, let's go get it. You know, pretty much the proctor was like, all right, Tiger, go for it. And you know what happened? Passed the exam.
And you know what? Everybody at that test center was also smiling when he left.
Yes. Pass the exam. Pass. Keep the positive mental attitude. So many times, y'all go in there with, this is all going to go wrong. All the things that you think are going to go wrong, all the questions that you got wrong are all adding up in your head. All the things you can't remember and all the things you don't know is all adding up in your head. Here comes the fear. Here comes the doubt. Here comes the whole thing. Guys, you got to keep the positive mental attitude. You got to be like, when I hit that question, I'm just going to rely on my test taking techniques. I'm going to stop worrying about the content of it all. I'm going to focus on just mastering how Brandy shows us how to take these questions apart, just like she shows on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the Studying Brew, little little snippets. Or if you are smart and you're paying for the membership, and like today, Brandy broke down options and she took you down options road and showed you how to get through those options questions in the most simplest way. By the way, for sale, if you don't want to pay for the membership, that episode is for sale. Just got to go on and go get our link, and then you go on there and you can buy that episode if you want. If you don't want to pay for the membership, you can go ahead and just go buy that. You can see how Brandy took apart options. I would. If you're not doing that, how to take the advantage of the Studying Brew. But I'm just telling you guys, you can rely on we give you guys many different tools, many different ways to attack these questions, many different ways to go through it. Why? Because you're going to have moments like that where everything doesn't seem like it's going right, where it doesn't seem like it's going right. When people are in the military, I've never personally been in the military. My dad, Marine, served, wartime, whole thing, right? We've had many soldiers on here. We still have soldiers on here. And they'll all agree. When you go train for battle, you train for everything that could go wrong and what to do, how to adapt, how to overcome, how to adapt, how to overcome. Y'all still trying to go through the door the regular way. Well, what happens if the door is blocked? What happens if it's locked? How about You just can't get to the door. How about you don't even know which door is which door? What do you do? Sometimes just things aren't the way that you seem to think they're going to be because that was what you were told in your studying preps that tell you, oh, you score this and then you can go take the exam and it'll pass and all the questions are going to be just like that. Nobody can tell you that. It's not going to be that way. So you just have to prepare yourself and you have to get yourself in the mindset that if I run into something, I'm just going to change it up. I'm going to approach this from a different way that Brandy showed me. Techniques. I'm going to technique it out. I only got a few seconds. I'm going to keep my composure. I'm going to stay calm. I'm just going to work these out with the techniques. I'm going to relax and have fun with this. Because if you're really not going to pass, you might as well go out with a smile on your face and you had fun doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might as well have fun doing it. Either way, you might surprise yourself and you might actually just run out of there with a pass notice. If I had $1 for every time someone told me I thought I wasn't going to pass because I didn't know anything and I just techniqued it all the way out for the last 30 questions and I had no clue, I'd probably be a rich person.
Yes.
I mean, shoot, we've had passers on here. It took no longer than a week to pass most of these exams. And they're like, why would I just do all this crazy stuff? All I got to do is just know these techniques and just when in doubt, technique it out. That's how they do it. Right? Why not? What else are you going to do? Abacadabra down the page? Right? Spell it abacadabra? That's not going to work either. But you got to keep a positive mental attitude. Relax, have fun with it. Relax and have fun. Right, Brandy?
Yes.
And take a breath.
Yes.
Abacadabra. Jacoby, come on. You don't know what ABBA, you just spell out every answer at A, B, A as you go down. K, C, A, D, A, B, A.
No, there's no H's.
No. No H's.
Get it?
Yeah, because he's ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to know where I got that from, Who's the Man? Great 80s movie. Anyways. Yeah, you just got to keep that positive mental attitude. Just keep that positive mental PMA. All right. If you're not onto our program, I encourage you to get onto there, or at least you can grab that $20. The episode's $20 if you want to grab that episode, or you just get the membership. You get a membership and get all the different episodes all there included in all the different ones. We have lots of ones that are exam specific, or we have the all members, all exam sessions where she just literally shows you how to break down these quizzes and these exams, and you just learn to fundamentally take them apart. Guys, that's all it's about. Just fundamentally being able to just take apart any multiple choice exam, having a way to technique it out, having a way to go around the traditional way of getting through the door, having multiple ways to get through a door.
Yes.
Multiple ways to get
the exits.
There you go. Study programs available, course videos. We got all the live exams, small group tutoring, all that great stuff as Brandy's circling. Scan the QR code, hit the link, join the membership. We got books for sale, SIE 6 and 63. 65 should be out soon. Kona Community Discord. That is the Kona community where you can, leave questions.
Yep.
Get answers.
Yep.
Brandy breaks them down.
I do.
Scan the QR code, hit the links, 951-290-2377. That's where you can give me a call, give me a text, leave me an email at KonaButterflyz@gmail if you love the email. All right, we got the Instagram with all the Kona Hall of Fame. Join that as well and check out all of the winners. We got study hall tomorrow.
We do.
We got Kona exam mastery.
And we do that. Yes.
It is all about passing tomorrow. It is a Passapalooza Friday. Why not? Show up. Friday, 10 a.m., study hall, get your study session in, then go to exam mastery.
Yeah. Study palooza. I mean, Passapalooza. You said that so eloquently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I try. Anyways, get in there 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check your local listings for all these different sessions, but 10 a.m. is when it starts on the West Coast, but check your time zone. And if you don't know, ask your smartphone. That'll tell you what time zone you're in.
That is true.
It is true. They say it makes you smarter. All right, KonaButterflyz. All the audios are up on Spotify, and we got them also going with the Patreon. Just got to connect the two accounts and you can check it out. All right, ready?
Yes.
Let's get to it. Nothing to it but to get to it. Did I go to Lollapalooza back in the 90s? Yes, I did.
No, I did not.
I did. 96 was my last year I went. Now you guys all know what how old I am. Why am I the only one talking? Go
Nobody.
for it. Let's go. 6 questions, 6 answers, techniques, content. I thought you were gonna say something. Content, techniques. Brandy's gonna break down the questions. Pay attention to what she's doing. Write down, get these techniques down. Watch how she attacks these questions. Most of the time, very little content.
Just a little,
Very little.
very little.
Very little. We'd only like a little bit.
You gotta know something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wiser words have been put, Brandy. You got to know something. I'd write that down.
No, I said you gotta know something.
Brandy says you got to know something.
Gotta know something.
Solid breakdown, Brandy.
Welcome.
Reminds me when John Madden was doing football and he went, the way you win this game is you just got to score some touchdowns.
You know, whoever has the most touchdowns wins.
They said whoever has the most touchdown wins. That's how you win. Turns out how you pass these exams, gotta know a little something.
The guy's got to catch the ball more times.
Gotta know a little something.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. You ready? Are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. All right, I have coinciding with recessions. Look, I'm just gonna put recessions, and co means with. Rising unemployment, a decline in prices. Look, this is not happy. B is not happy. C is not happy. So I'm going to default to say that before I even read D, that it has to be happy because I have 3 not happies. Increased consumer demand. That is actually happy. We want, if there's consumer demand, that's a good thing.
That means people usually have money.
Yeah, it's not like I demand it. It's more like I have money. I want to buy it.
I want to consume. Provide it. I have money. I have a job.
Yeah.
I can consume.
So please provide. All right. So pretty sure the answer is D, right? So it says deflationary periods are characterized by all the following except, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't want to have deflation. We just want to have disinflation.
Yeah, there's a lot of, as my president says, fake news. You don't want deflationary.
No.
Deflationary is not good. As you see, is all the 3 unhappies.
Hey, Brandy, can you explain economics for me? Here you go.
There you go. Economics all rolled up.
Yes. I love it. Okay. I have a premium. I have a current yield above 6%. I have a coupon rate below 6% and a discount. Now, this is where the little bit of content comes in because I told you guys anytime that I just even see the word yield, I'm immediately drawing that. Hey, you don't need to be an artist. And please do not spend too much time drawing this thing out perfectly. This is good.
You don't need a slide ruler.
No, this is good. Guys, I have
no protractors.
This one person I would study with, and he would go like this. I'm like, please stop doing that.
Here, all lunch is at 12. It is now 10 a.m.
Yeah,
Can we make it?
Okay, hurry. Okay. Can we make it faster? Boom. All right. I have a 6% corporate bond trading at a 5% basis. That's lower, isn't it? 5% basis is low. So, I mean, that 5% is lower than 6%. So that means my dollar has to be up, and that's why it's a premium. Now, I could tell you, I can go in here and say, well, actually, this is basis. This is where the 5% is, and I'm still following the same line. The answer is A.
Percentage is on that side.
Yes, percentage is always on the right. Dollar sign's always on the left.
If you want to know more, scan the QR code, hit the links. Brandy goes over it in quite a bit. And remember, we're only teaching a little bit of something tonight.
A little something.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Uniform practice code. That means everybody is doing the same thing. Uniform Securities Act. This is states. So like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put same. I'm going to put states. Code of procedure. That means you got to have a certain code about procedure. Standard. I don't know. But we have to have a code about procedure. Yes, I just
solid breakdown.
I just changed one word. And then code of arbitration. We all sign arbitration agreements.
Code of arbitration procedure.
Yes. I um yeah. But we talk about arbitration. This is
So are you saying that code of arbitration procedure at the end of the code of arbitration is not listed in the FINRA guidelines?
no, it doesn't usually say procedure.
Just so you know, if you are studying on the Snapalin and you see it that way. When I say Snapalin, because I don't want to say their name, but be careful.
Be careful. But yeah, so and we all know if we all went to the doctor's office anytime in the last 10 years, we know that we have to sign arbitration agreements every time we go in there. And that's basically saying you're not going to sue. That's all. You're not going to court. Maybe I should say that. Not court.
We're not going to court.
Yeah. Okay. So accusations of FINRA conduct rule violations will heard and handled under. Wow, there's a typo.
There. Will be heard and handled, I'm guessing.
Yes, will be heard and handled under the. So we're talking about conduct rule violations that has nothing to do with being the same. That has nothing to do with states. That has nothing to do with not being in court, but everything to do about procedure, conduct rules, procedures. And as we've said before, if you have any sort of violations, you call the cops.
COP. See the acronym?
Code of procedure. Code of.
Good job.
Sorry, it's been long. All right, Euro dollars. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I didn't read any of this stuff. I read nothing. By
the way, did you hear that Germany's trying to get rid of the euro?
Didn't the UK do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so look, I went like this. I mean, answers. And then I looked at this and I just said this guaranteed by a bank. And I said, that's a bank. And that's the answer. That's all I did. I didn't even know that A said Euro dollars or foreign bills. I had no idea. It said bank. So I said bankers.
Probably that.
That was the answer. That's it.
Easy layup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it.
You know, it's not an easy layup if you overthink that.
Yeah. And guys, look, you're going to have some questions that are this simple. Takes 2 seconds. You're gonna have some questions that take maybe a minute. That's okay, but don't spend too much time regardless.
It evens out.
It does even out. So I got occurs when is often called cannot be. Okay, so we're talking about interest rates, right? So when interest rates fall, prices go lower. Wait a minute. That's not true because we just did that right here.
Nope.
That's not true. So
they're inverse.
They're inverse. Exactly. When interest rates rise, price rises. Nope, that does not happen.
That's not inverse.
Purchasing power. You guys should know this because you guys are all in financial services because you're studying for these licenses. So
I feel like we're all understanding what purchasing power is in these times.
Yeah, especially when it comes to eggs. I'm sure we're all sick of
eggs. Seriously though, eggs are starting to cost more than an iPhone.
Right. So we have the purchasing power risk, which is inflation. So I'm guessing that. Oh, wait, you guys haven't even seen interest rate risk.
Cannot be reduced by diversification.
Yes. And look,
interest rates are what they are.
Yeah. And we said purchasing power. Now, the reason why I brought this question out is because some people, they see the in for inflation and the in interest rates, and they immediately just without thinking think it's just like kind of the same thing. Not it's just simply because you're not paying attention. So pay attention because it's two totally different things.
It doesn't matter where your eggs are in any baskets. If interest rates are at a certain rate, we're all getting it.
Yep. Pretty much. All right. So averaged out as if the fund has existed for 10 years. What? Why would no, just no. We're not doing anything as if anything. We have to be very clear when we communicate in securities world. For only the past year, over the last 1 year, and ands here. We like ands. And it says over the life of the fund only. So you guys want to know what I did today?
What'd you do?
when I saw this question. My gut said the answer is
See?
C, but I didn't pay attention. I went too fast. We were talking with our daughter today or this evening when I was pulling this question, and I saw this and I saw that the fund existed for 3 years, and I didn't pay attention to C. I just said, oh, over the life of the fund. And I clicked on it, not thinking. And then I went back and I went, Brandy, what the heck? You already crossed off A. This is not true. This is not true. This has the and. That right there should have been your huge hint.
Can't get Brandy and Andy without and.
No. So I got it wrong because I thought. If I didn't think, I would have been right.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Don't think.
You only need to know a little bit of something.
You only need to know that onlys are not trues.
You only need to know a little bit of something, because when you know a lot about something, you'll probably get it wrong.
Plus, guys, I was having like 2 different conversations.
She really was.
But yeah, so that's the answer. So yeah, if it's because it's 1, 5, and 10, or life if younger than 10. See, that's the content that you guys needed.
Just a little bit of something.
There, 1, 5, and 10, younger of 10. Okay.
All right.
That was it.
You're the boss, Applesauce. You made it happen, Captain.
I did.
We did it. We made it through another episode. We had a little bit of fun. We had a little bit of a snafu. We had to run it back twice, but we got through it. We got through it. And so will you. You'll get through it too. Got to have that positive mental attitude. Remember the lesson of the night. You only need to know
Don't think.
a little bit of something.
You only need to, you
Good job, Randy.
something.
Good job finishing that out. All right, everybody. We did it. We made it. We're sputtering to the end, but we got there. And we want you to go get your quiz going. We want you to go start practicing it, keeping it simple, keeping it positive, keeping it consistent over the weekend. Make sure to get it done. If it looks like a crazy, hectic weekend, guess what? Get your studying in before everything starts in the morning. Do what you got to do to make sure it happens, so that way you're not run down, wore out, and you're trying to get a quiz in, but this amazing, fascinating, overstimulating securities knowledge. I mean that in the most sarcastic way. Look, guys, it could be really tiring at the end of the day, and sometimes the eyelids get really heavy. Just saying, get it in the morning, get it early, or get it at lunchtime, but make it happen early before your day gets crazy. But most importantly, stay consistent. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. Stay consistent.
Consistent?
Consistent.
Yes.
Because if it ain't consistent, it's just watery tomato soup, and then nobody wants that on their fries. Got to have that consistency of ketchup. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. We will have member sessions tomorrow. We'll be back for the Studying Brew on Monday. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We will see you guys on Monday. Have a great one.